How do you think the game's going to go today?
Definitely Arsenal 7-0. I'm going to say 6-1 or 7-0.
6-1 or 7-0. Okay, good. That's a good impression of Arsenal fans. And Reading perspective?
I think he's deluded. I seriously think it will go to extra time, but either way.
Extra time and I'm not getting home, so let's hope not for that. Why do you think you've been so bad this season?
I don't think we have been that bad this season, quite frankly.
You haven't won any games though, have you?
No, we haven't won any games this season, but it's...
So that's really a definition of bad, isn't it?
Not necessarily. I mean, it depends if you watch games or not. I mean, quite frankly, we've had...
You just look at the table and you're in the relegation zone.
No, yes, you do. Okay, fine. But if you want to look at that, fine. If it's very...
At the end of the season, you will?
Yes, you will.
Why do you think he's doing so badly this season?
I don't think we're doing that badly.
You haven't won a game yet this season.
No, it doesn't make a difference, doesn't mean...
It doesn't make a difference of how badly you've played. You haven't won a game yet.
Okay, fine, we haven't won a game yet. We've...
Correct, yeah.
Promise. You know... And that's enough, to be perfectly honest.
So essentially, I went from this, very quickly, to this. What an unbelievable game of football. I've never been in a game where it has swung from one extreme to another extreme, back to the first extreme, to just mind-boggling emotions. Like, I know the internet talks about having feels and, you know, just smashing the keyboard if you've just got too many feels. The feels were just uncomprehendable in that match. To be there and experience it with all the Arsenal fans was just something else. Now in the first half, it was the worst half of football I've ever seen Arsenal play. Now I've looked back on Twitter and there are loads of people saying that at the time, saying Wenger out, Wenger this. He put out the right team. It's the Carling Cup, he put out the right team. But the team that he put out just did not perform for him in any way, shape or form in that first half. They were atrocious. And I think it was fair that Arsenal fans booed them off the pitch because they needed to be told in no uncertain terms that that was not good enough. Even 5 minutes before half-time, I think Giroud and Martinez had a mishap of communication and nearly let a Reading player steal in. And the Arsenal fans were just booing from that point because it was just so poor from the Arsenal team, especially defensively. Giroud just looked well out of his league. But then when Theo scored and there was the we're going to win 5-4 chance, I said to Messi minutes at the game, I said this has got 7-5 written all over it. You can't comprehend. As we went through, we got lucky because Shelny should have been sent off, I think, and they should have had a penalty. But equally, how the lino on our side with the Arsenal fans in the second half. One, missed the penalty with Chamackh running through and the player just slapping the ball away, as obviously as that, and then not giving the goal for Theo Walcott when it clearly crossed the line. That could have cost the game. That could easily have cost the match. Such poor linesmen. But then when we got to extra time, it was just something else. I have been at an extra time, and that was against Wigan in Carling Cup semi-final, I think, where they scored in extra time and away goals counted, and it was Jason Roberts. So that was disappointing, but this was something else. I thought it was going to go to penalties when we were like in the 119th minute or whatever, and I was preparing myself for that because that would have just blown my mind. All in all, just an incredible game. It was just unreal. It was the most amazing match I've ever been to. Okay, it meant that I couldn't get home, so when I got back to Paddington at 12:30, 1:15, it meant that there were no tubes back, which meant I was stuck at Paddington looking like this from 1 o'clock until 5:30 in the morning without being able to sleep because it was too cold. Was it worth it? Unbelievably worth it. To be at that match, I'll never forget it. I will never forget it, and neither will any of the Arsenal fans that went, because it was incredible. You can pick out the analysis, you can pick out the players, you can pick out the poor performances, the good performances. Essentially, the only thing that matters is it was an incredible game. When they equalised in whatever minute it was in extra time, I just didn't know what to do. So when they were playing the music, I was just dancing along with them because I was just like, this is incredible. What an amazing thing to be at. So I don't care that they've scored to make it 5-5 because this is just incredible. I'm going to enjoy myself. So I was just... it's unbelievable. You can't analyse it. In a game like that, you cannot analyse it, but you can say incredible. And for those lucky enough to be there, we'll never forget it. And even for those lucky enough to watch it on TV, you won't forget it because it was incredible. So comment down below how you were reacting during the match, whether at 4-0 down you were smashing the keyboard, whether at 5-5 you were smashing the keyboard, at 7-5 you were smashing the keyboard. How did you react? I just can't describe how we were reacting in the stadium. We were going berserk because it was just something else. So comment down below how you were reacting. And make sure you subscribe, because I'm also at the Manchester United game on Saturday, so I'll be at Old Trafford for that. And then I'm also in, I don't know where Schalke is in Germany, but I'm going to be there at that away match as well. So make sure you subscribe for more videos. Enjoy looking back on that match and watching the highlights. It's something else. Just make the most of it. Thank you very much. Boom. Right, YouTube, so as you can see from the footage before there, the quality wasn't great because of the wind and the rain, which meant that it wasn't very good quality footage, so I'm not going to put it into